I watched this guy in TMC when I was in prison, man. You know, he's a life changer, man. God bless him.
Thank you.
He's a hero, man.
He wants me to sign something.
Right here, my shirt. Yes, for my wife.
Right there?
Yes, for my wife, Leslie Sanchez.
I'm put Darren. Carter. Hey, I'm glad you're out, man.
No problem, boss.
That's good. Thank you.
You know, this is. I'm going through some things right now.
Yeah. God bless you, man.
Thank you for making me that.
Dude, let me tell you something. Laughter is the best medicine. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. I don't know the right thing, and
Thanks, man. Thank
I
you.
know God's gonna be with me.
Dude, thank you.
Thank you, boss.
You got it.
Appreciate it.
God bless you. You're welcome.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy G, kicking it right here for another episode of The Lunchbox.
Lunchbox, papa!
We go find places all over LA that has great food, and we eat lunch, and we talk about boxing. That's right, and UFC. Today we're going to talk about boxing, because today I'm with a boxing fan by the name of Darren the Rooster Carter, aka the Rooster. He's a stand-up comedian, national headliner. And Darren Carter, what's happening, bro?
What's up, man? Darren Carter, the party starter.
And we are here at his favorite spot.
Yes.
What's it called? Tell him what it's called, buddy.
It's called the Thai Room.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Beautiful
you.
downtown Burbank, Hollywood Way, 821 North Hollywood Way.
Ooh, he's even giving addresses and everything.
I know.
But anyways, he's been talking about this place forever, and he's telling me how great the food is here. So I said, well, let's try it out. So I'm gonna challenge Darren's taste.
He said boxing. I thought he meant beatboxing.
Oh no, boxing! Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. I gotta be more Pacific.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at, we got our food already.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
look
man.
at this. This is called drunken noodle. Look at that.
Oh,
look at the
that.
drunken noodle.
Oh, put that right up to the drunk.
Chicken, vegetables, noodles.
And this is the sober noodle. This one is it's a vegetarian. It's a vegetable chow mein. There you go. Vegetable chow mein.
Hey,
guys.
come around. Oh, come over here real quick.
Can you see the steam?
This is the owner's son. Can you squat down? Look.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see the steam coming off of that?
Oh yeah. Tell them where to follow the Instagram.
Oh, so
Look, get a little bit lower and look right in there.
So you can follow us at Thai Room Restaurant.
Thai
on
Room
IG.
Restaurant.
But yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Can I have some more napkins? Because I'm real messy.
Hook us up. So I'm gonna try this vegetable. It's a vegetable chow mein, guys. And look at him. Look at him. Here we go.
Oh, this is.
Oh man.
That's good, huh? Isn't that good?
That'll make you throw a punch.
You know what's funny about that? That reminds me of the movie
Oh
you just
my
did.
God.
So my son, he's 10 years old. Whenever he likes something, see our age group, when we like something, we do that. What do you? All that stuff you just did, the little Cabbage Patch. So he's 10. He dabs. When if he were to eat that, and he'd be like,
Oh, I like that. I like that. Where'd you get that from?
just a dab. It's just what the kids are doing nowadays.
Really?
Dabbing like that.
Cover your eye.
Yeah, you go like this.
So what are they gonna see when they see 55-year-old men doing that? Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dad can't see right now. The sun's in his eyes.
Kind of like what we do when we go like this. Oh boy, you know.
All right. Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here's all the goodies. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
We got lemon. We got hot sauce,
Nice.
soy sauce. Now, Darren, I gotta try your chicken. The chicken looks like this is what it's roasted. Look at the onions. The onions are like they're burnt a little bit. That's why I love my onions grilled. So the vegetables are grilled, and I don't know if the noodles are grilled.
Let me see if I can get. Flash, you got a second? Can we get another knife or a fork or something, please? Thank you. I want to give him a little bit. You got an extra utensil?
You guys
Thank
don't
you.
try this at another restaurant because you will be boxing.
Yeah. Yo, no, I know these guys. These guys are great. These guys sponsor my podcast.
These guys.
Pocket Party Podcast. Yeah. Thank you, my friend.
And these guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And they opened the place up just for us.
So good.
That was cool, baby.
Okay, move your fork a little bit.
All right. I just want to try that chicken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
Try the chicken. You gotta try one of these noodles though.
Okay.
The noodles like that's.
Those are chow fun.
Yes. Oh shit.
Yeah, I love those flat noodles,
Yeah.
wide noodles.
So good.
Look at that. Look at that.
So So what I do is so, speaking of boxing, so I go to this boxing gym. I love it. It's called Pullman's. It was in Burbank. They moved to Northridge. One of the main trainers there is John Pullman and also Buddy McGirt, and
Legend. He's a legend.
I go there and I train about 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week. And when I have time and I'm able to come here, I love coming to the Thai room. And what I usually do is I get the same dish, but I do it with chicken and vegetables, no noodles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now look at this. Look at this, so good. You guys got to check that out. Chicken, vegetables, drunken noodle. I know I did. Try it again. Chicken, vegetables, so good. So what I was telling Gilbert is, sometimes when I get done training, like I don't want the noodles. I'm like, okay, let me just try to like cut out certain things from my diet. Like every now and then I'm like, let me get the noodles. But if I just want to let me just get chicken, vegetables, no noodles, cut down the carbs, which is ridiculous in a sense because later that night I'm gonna go home and make peanut butter sandwiches and you know what I mean? But
so what made you get into boxing, go to the boxing gym?
You know what? I wanted to start bullying comedians. No, I'm just kidding. No, you know what? It was something that growing up I always wanted to you watching those Rocky movies and I was on the wrestling team and I wanted to join the boxing team in high school and my dad wouldn't let me because I wear contact lenses and glasses and he's like, you got to watch your vision but it was something I still wanted to do. Well, cut to when I became a grown-up, somebody had told me that there was a boxing gym here in Burbank. And I went there, and I walked in, and there was a chess, right when you walk in, there's a giant desk, and there was a chessboard with chess pieces. And I love boxing, and I love chess. At the time, I didn't love boxing, I just loved chess. And I was like, no way, these two worlds are colliding, this is amazing. And I got there in the afternoon, when it wasn't that busy. It was
boxing and chess.
Yes. Yeah. By the way, they do that in England. There's a thing called chess boxing where they make a move and then they box and then they go back and they make a move. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I follow them online. It's wild.
The English can't do anything without fighting.
Exactly. Yeah. So I remember going there. The vibe in the afternoon was really cool. There was only a couple people maybe in the ring. Somebody was sort of jumping rope, and I was like, I'd like to come here. So I joined the next day. And it was so addicting that I went 4 days in a row. Now, if you've never done a boxing workout, I recommend not going 4 days in a row. But it was so fun. It was like I wasn't even exercising because you're training, you're sweating like I never sweated before, and you're also learning something. And it was amazing. Like when you go bowling and if you haven't bowled for a while, how your forearm feels a little sore, like the next day. Well, imagine if you did it 4 days in a row, but you're boxing, not bowling. I'm telling you, man, my forearms were so sore, it was hard to squeeze the toothpaste. By Friday, I was literally trying to squeeze, and I was like, because I think what I was doing wrong is I was clinching the whole time. You're supposed to relax and then clinch. I was clinching the whole time when they're like, hit the bag. I mean, they had me doing stuff I never did before, like this speed bag, like keeping your arms up the whole time, like I'd want to go like this. Like, no, keep your hands up, both hands. So even though this hand isn't, you're still going like, you know what I mean? Like, I go, but my arms are sore. And my coach was like, it's better to have a sore shoulder than a sore head.
Well, I think too that when you were sore here, I think it was because when you were hitting the bag, you were working muscles. Because when you hit the bag, it strengthens everything. It does. Your wrist, your arms, your forearms. And the guys that got knockout power are you guys like Roberto Darren, manos de piedra, means hands of stone.
Yeah.
His forearms were monstrous.
Oh my God.
Because this is right here what used to squeeze this.
Yeah.
So when you squeeze this, you know
I want to show you guys something. Look at this. If you could see this. This is probably my strongest part. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but look at that right there. Nah, it probably doesn't really show up, but
wow.
I got me Popeye arms, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's those those Popeye arms.
Yeah, it's like that
right here. That's what has that. I mean, not just because, but when you have this, you can squeeze harder. The harder you squeeze, but don't forget, like that when they throw a punch. They don't squeeze to the end. I mean, it's like a whip, bam. But right here, that's what you were doing. I think you were working out these. You got muscles that you never work out. But when you hit a bag, it builds a lot. It does
one of the heavyweights that.
This is what I hear. I'm not
True.
sure.
One of the heavyweights that would work out there, Gerald Washington, El Gallo Negro. There's a great photo that Venom took, and it's right when he's hitting the bag. They timed it perfectly on the impact, and you see like those, is it called stridations? You see all those lines like right there. It looked like Wolverine. It looked like, because they captured that moment right on impact when all those things were like flexed, like right there. And I was like, wow, we all have that. And then 2 years later, I don't have it to that degree, but 2 years later, I'm like starting to get that. It's kind of cool. Like sometimes when I'm just holding the microphone, I'm on stage, like I see those little lines. I'm like, yes.
Well, all those exercises that those boxers do have something. Even that middle end bag,
Yeah.
that's for hand-eye coordination.
I love that.
And it's so, you would think it's easy. You're just sitting there hitting it. It is easy. But when this thing is going fast, it's hard now.
It's like boing, 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 boing,
yeah,
boing, boing.
now you're all, so it helps you. When you watch somebody who's, these boxers that have excellent hand-eye coordination, and they hit that little thing, like, wow, there's a little kid named King Ryan. This new kid, he's like the modern day Oscar de la Hoya. Handsome little kid, man.
I saw him. He's good, huh?
Good looking little boy. I'm telling you, he's a pretty boy, man. You're like, why would you want to mess up that? If I had that pretty face, I would not want to touch it. Which is one reason why I didn't stay boxing, because I used to box. I used to spar only with my, so I used to spar. But in sparring, I would get hit in the nose, and then I started slurring, and then my nose is already flat. So I didn't want to get that boxer's nose. And I was a little ladies man. I like the girls, you know what I mean? So I said, nah, I'm gonna keep whatever little looks I got. You know what I mean? So, but that's why. But this kid, King Ryan, he's so fast with his hands. He works that little middle end bag. What do they call it?
Yeah, I think it's called a double end bag.
Yeah, double end bag. But he just like nothing.
The first time I tried hitting it, I couldn't even do it because like you hit it and then the thing goes boing, 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 and it's all over the place. And then you get a little bit better at it. And I remember, so now I can work out with it. I remember the first time I did it. Well, not the first time, but once I got more coordinated, my coach is watching me and he's like aim for the one in the middle, because and then they get you going where you're supposed to go, like like if you ever watch Floyd Mayweather, he's really good at it. He's like pop 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 pop, and he's like it's amazing. It's almost like rhythmical. It's like a drum or something.
Let's talk Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Let's talk Floyd Mayweather. You liked it?
Once I got into studying boxing more, I appreciated him. Not knowing, before I followed boxing at all, I would see him and not really know much about him. I just thought he was like a cocky guy that,
Which he is.
and I would see that. I mean, maybe it's just the media saying it, but I remember like when Pacquiao, they were like, when Pacquiao's done with this fight, he goes and feeds the homeless or whatever. When Mayweather's done, he goes to a strip club. But I don't know if that was just, but looking into it more, maybe I think it's because he has a company called Girl Collection, so maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But as far as boxing skills and stuff, I know when people say he's boring, I also admire that he's never lost. And it's pretty, I mean, that's crazy to like never lose,
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this about him, because what I didn't like about him was flashing all that money in front of people. He doesn't realize there's poor people out there who can't pay their rent.
Yeah.
They're about to lose their homes. They're about to lose, they're about to be homeless, but they're boxing fans, and they're watching this, and you're flashing all this money in their face. It's like eating a feast in front of a starving person who hasn't eaten, you know what I mean? And you're not offering them no money. But what I found out, when Floyd Mayweather won the title, when he first won his title, championship, he won it from a fighter by the name of Genaro Chicanito Hernandez. Hernandez is the one that took the title away from Azuma Nelson. Azuma Nelson held it for years, he held it.
Wow.
Chicanito won it from him, and then Floyd won it from Chicanito. And then Chicanito died from cancer in 2011. And people don't understand, don't know that Floyd Mayweather paid for his funeral.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that. So, anyway, still, I thought that was cool, but I still wasn't a fan of how he is, But when I started studying, when I started waiting for that fight, the Conor McGregor fight, I thought it was going to be a joke. I didn't think Conor McGregor was going to go 3 rounds, and he shouldn't have gone 3 rounds. Floyd carried him for 10 to get his 400 grand or whatever he bet.
Wait, can I tell you something? I wrote a, well, I didn't even write the bit. It just happened. There was this guy that goes to my gym, and he's like what I call like a retired cholo. He's hilarious. He's
A retired cholo. Yeah, he gets a pension and everything. from the homies. The homies give him a pension. how you retire as a cholo?
He's like, he goes like this. He was funny. I go, well, who's gonna win? Like I was curious because I'm asking out everybody. I was so excited. They thought it was funny that I was like one of the only ones at the gym because the boxers know. They're like, dude, it ain't gonna be a. But I was like, no, there's always the puncher's chance. And they were like, yeah, they said the same thing for. Is it Madonna? Madonna. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But then it was hilarious. I go, who's gonna win between Mayweather and McGregor? And the one guy, he goes like this. He looked and he goes, it's gonna be ugly. And I was like, I know, but like, what does that mean though? Like, is it like is that a boxing term? And he goes like this. He goes, bro, it's gonna be ugly. I go, not pretty.
It's like asking my homeboy Lefty, hey, why they call you Lefty? He goes, because that show ain't right.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know what he mean ugly. Like, is he just gonna pummel him and beat him up so quick, or is it gonna be like knees and elbows and like dirty tricks? I didn't know what he meant, but
well, I thought it was gonna be a wipeout. I thought he was gonna just embarrass him and destroy him, right?
Yeah.
But what happened was that I started hearing Conor McGregor at him, and he sounded so confident.
Yeah.
I started to wonder.
Yeah.
That's how he had me wondering. So I had to go back.
Yeah.
And I studied Floyd to see what he would do to beat this guy. So I started watching a lot of his old fights,
Yeah.
And man, I gotta tell you what. I was watching Floyd, and he was showing these little things that he does. In the gym, he was for this, right? And I started recognizing when he did it, and then they showed him do it in the actual fight. When he fights, it was like just him. It was science. He knew exactly what he was doing with these little tiny moves that even Conor said. I wasn't expecting to have his head in my chest. I was preparing for everything else, but not that. I didn't think he was going to be right here in my chest. He had his head in my chest, and Conor didn't know what to do with it. Conor was like this at times, like, what do I do? He couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
He wasn't in a position. But that's when I became a fan of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
He is a scientist.
I was looking up that maneuver. Like, there's that one called the peekaboo, where you kind of like hide, and then I guess that one's called the Philly shell, where you go like this. I guess you somehow go like this. And then that way you can like hide behind your shoulders. But I also read I saw on YouTube this YouTube tutorial. They were like, don't do this move unless you have extreme athleticism. Like unless you're really athletic, you're just gonna get hit. Like if you're not very, like, you know what I mean? Like at my age, I'm not good. You're gonna be like, I'm just gonna be stop. Like you want to like, I guess go like this where you can just like, I don't know. Like they just I don't know, but yeah, it's a skill.
He makes it look so easy though. But more than that, he makes it look like he doesn't know what he's doing.
I love the confidence he has too. When I saw him hitting the bag, there was this one. It was like a rhythm, and he has a guy that he pays to count every time he punches. So it's like, da, da, da. He was like hitting like the rhythm, like bop 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 bop, and they were going 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3, and they were just pounding. And like the fans, they were like, I think it was called an open workout. And the fans were like, come on, Floyd, you got this. And he shot them a look like leave me alone, And they're like, come on, Floyd, you got this. And he's like, nah, I don't need no. He goes, I motivate myself, self-motivating. I don't need that. Basically like, don't be cheering me on. Like, I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, he works out the other day, and then at night, after he comes home from the strip club,
making more money though.
When he comes home from the strip club or gambling, whatever he does, he works out in the gym again. So he's got a night workout and he's got a day workout. So very disciplined. He earned what he has. Okay, now he's gone. Now,
wait, I want to say one last thing. I heard in an interview, they said, why do you work out at night? He said, because the fights are at night. The fights are at night.
He said that?
Yeah, so you want to like, get used to like doing.
Really? I didn't know that.
It's like, it'd be like us like doing comedy at like 1 p.m. Like we don't do comedy at 1 p.m. So that's why it's like, you ever feel a little off when you do like morning radio sometimes? Because we're like, it's a little out of our game, you know. So we're used to doing comedy when the lights, you know, the sun's down, you know, that kind of thing. So it's interesting. I don't know if comedy could, you know what I mean? But I thought that was interesting to, like,
never know that.
you know, and think about it. You know what's funny? Like when these guys are boxing, like, you know, I was talking to a boxer yesterday. He said, like, sometimes they mess with you mentally. You know, like for a comedy show, you know, like a live taping, how they make you jump through certain hoops. This guy was saying that they were like, your fight's next. So you get this dump of adrenaline, and then they were like, all right, cut it. Actually, we're gonna put somebody else. They're gonna do their fight, and then we're gonna move you later, and you're not gonna fight till 10 p.m. So then the guy's like, what? And they did it to him twice. And then, you know, because you're like, yeah, you're ready, and then they're not ready, and then you're ready, you're not ready. And apparently he went out and got, like, knocked out in the first round, you know?
Wow.
Because the whole, like, you know, first time on TV. I mean, it's got to be a whole mental thing, too, you know?
Well, right now, the big fight that everybody's talking about that keeps off and on is the Canelo Triple G fight.
Yeah.
It was off, it was on, then it was off, then it was on again, now it's off again. And then yesterday I found out it's on again. So I don't know again. Well, we'll see again. Either way, I got to tell you something. Mark my words.
Yeah.
There's a fighter coming up right now. He's not even coming up no more. He's already champion. But he just became champion. He's going to knock both of them out. And Triple G is my favorite fighter right now. Triple G is my favorite fighter. I love me some Triple G. Unfortunately, G, my boy is going to knock you out. And he's also going to knock out Canelo. I like Canelo too. But this dude is going to knock Canelo out too. His name is Munguia. Young boy, 21 or 23 years old, named Jorge Munguia, I believe. He's out of TJ, Mexico. And what else with TJ? Is it from TJ Amsterdam?
Or Tahoe.
No, Tahoe, yeah. So anyways, be on the lookout for this guy. If you haven't heard about him yet, he's the man.
You better stay away from Mexican meat, though.
What was that?
Canelo, remember that was his excuse?
No, what was his
Oh, he said that he blamed the steroids or whatever on Mexican meat. That was his thing. He was like, his performance-enhancing drugs.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to try that one because I eat a lot of Mexican meat. Next time, if I get a DUI or pulled over under the influence, officer, I just ate me a carne asada burrito, Mexican meat. That's why it's with. If I come out positive, that's because of Mexican meat. The carne asada.
The cops should have been like, should have went to Taco Bell. There's no Mexican meat there.
This food is excellent, Darren.
Isn't it good?
Excellent.
It's
and
so
it's
good.
Healthy. These onions, these carrots, they got all kinds of vegetables in it. I want to come back here again. What's the address again?
821 North Hollywood Way in Burbank. By the way, they sponsor my podcast. My podcast is called Pocket Party. If you like conversations and comedy and inspirational types of things, I think you'd like my podcast. Gilbert's been on it twice, and we're getting ready to do a third one. Pocket Party Podcast. Darren Carter.
We're doing a third one today.
Yeah. Gilbert's great to talk to, man. If there's any entertainers out there that are watching this guy is like, the energy is so positive, and he's funny, and he keeps the conversation going. He's hungry. Yeah.
Excellent food.
So good. I don't know if they have it right now, but you got to try the mango sticky rice. Mango sticky rice. It's a dessert. Have you ever had mango sticky rice?
No.
Amazing.
Maybe next time we come back.
Okay.
Maybe I will come back again and do another episode from him.
Okay.
And we'll try a different dish.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll try a different dish. And you know, but anyways, yeah. But Munguia, the other guy was homeboy. What's the Russian guy? Lomachenko.
Oh yeah, Lomachenko.
Oh,
So good.
I love him. He's probably my second favorite fighter right now. Triple G, and then Lomachenko. And it's about all these guys from Eastern Europe and Russia.
Oh yeah.
Out there. These are the baddest dudes right now. And in England right now is the capital of boxing. Right now, all the big fights are in England right now. All your best fighters. Well, I don't know about that, but great fighters.
Did you see Tyson Fury's last fight?
No.
Heavyweight guy Tyson Fury. He was named after Mike Tyson.
He's a traveler.
Yeah.
Not a traveler, but what are they called?
Gypsy.
Yeah, gypsy. One of those gypsies.
The last fight I saw was crazy. There was an actual fight in the audience, and both these heavyweights are fighting, and they're both looking at the crowd like, what the hell? You got to see that clip. It's amazing. Like they're fighting and then, but they're far away from each other. They're not going to get. They're both like, what the hell? And then when they go back to the fight, the other guy kind of gives them a high five, like, okay, we're back in. You know, it was weird. It was a weird thing.
That guy, Tyson Fury, great. I love that guy. You know, a lot of American fight fans, they're not aware that over there in England and Ireland, trash talking is just as big as the fight.
Really? Wow.
The trash talking is just as important as the fight over there. Because over there, they fight for free, and they fight in alleys, they fight in streets, but two families come together to settle a dispute, right? So what they do before the dispute, they send each other videos, and they're cussing out their sisters, their mothers, they're telling them what they're gonna do to them. Oh, and they're going off. And then the other family responds and they talk trash back to them. So when the build up, and they're right there fighting, they go toe to toe, and they fight clean. No kicking, no scratching, no holding, and they break them up. It's pure mano a mano. You know what I mean? And they don't stop until somebody says, okay, enough. And then that's it. And that's how they settle the family, the clans, the families. Those gypsies, those traveling gypsies. They all fight. Fighting is a part of their culture.
It's funny how certain cultures are like that. Like at the boxing gym, I heard some of the fighters say that it was like some old joke. Like in Philly, I guess Philly is known for fighting, like boxing, and they go in Philly. There's some joke, something like it's the only place you'd see two homeless dudes when they fight throwing a jab and a hook. You know?
Yeah, Philly boxing is big there, but same thing in England. Boxing is so big over there in Ireland, and you got a lot of these travelers, these gypsies, and that's why right now Tyson Fury is one of them, and the other one is Billy Joe Saunders. He's also one of them. He's a gypsy. I forgot what they call him over there. They call him something over there. I forget. They're called something.
I'll have to look that guy up.
Yeah. Oh, he's the bad. This dude's bad. Billy Joe Saunders. Man, they grow up fighting. They grow up fighting as little kids. And anyways, he's bad. He's awesome. But yeah, but Lomachenko, that guy right there, man,
so
he
good.
is amazing. They call him the Matrix, bro.
You can take a water bottle and like he punches it and keeps it in the air. Like you know how people do that with a soccer ball? But instead of a soccer ball, it's like a water bottle. He's like, pop, 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 pop,
Wow.
pop, 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 pop.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You talk about hand-eye coordination, man.
I know. You know what I bought? Like, I got this thing. I should have brought it. I'll bring it our next one. It's a headband and it has a ball that dangles, and you got to punch the ball. But if you don't do it right, it comes back and hits you in the head. It's kind of cool. You're like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. That was awesome. The food was awesome. The conversation was awesome. Darren Carter is awesome. Where are you going to be performing at?
You guys check all my dates on Instagram, official Darren Carter. I'm on Twitter at Darren Carter. I really, these days, I love, because I don't know when this is coming out or where it's going to be, but
It's going to be on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Okay, cool. My YouTube channel, you'll see. You probably put a link to it, but it's a Darren Carter channel on YouTube. So look for me on YouTube, Instagram, and my podcast is Pocket Party. If you like comedy albums, I have 4 comedy albums.
Wow.
All on iTunes, Google Play.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got 4 comedy
4.
albums?
The first one is called Shady Side. That's
Yeah.
probably when I first met you.
Yeah, funny
With the
stuff.
redheaded gang. Shady
Funny.
Side. Our gang sign is Shady Side. The sun is bright, alright? The second album is called That Ginger's Crazy. I used to be a ginger before I did the buzz cut, but which is funny because if you're a white guy, just shave your head. Everybody will think you look like Bruce Willis. And then, yeah, I don't think it, but other people do, I guess.
If I bought my hair, I'm just gonna look like Willis. What's up, Willis?
Bruce Willis and Willis. Suck it now. And then I got the third album is called Stay at Home Stripper. And and the fourth one, the brand new one, is called The Party Continues.
Wow.
The Party Continues.
Wow.
And look at this logo.
I'm gonna do one. This is my night owl. This is my owl because I do a night owl show.
That's awesome.
Every night from 9 to 11 on Facebook Live. And it's Gilbert Esquivel. Actually, if you go to the G, the capital G apostrophe S, Night Owl Coffee Show. If you hit that link, anytime between 9 and 11, all right, and you go there and you'll see me doing my show. I sing, I dance, I tell jokes. I have guests on. It's just fun. And but yeah, you can check it out.
Thank
but
you.
right now, I just want to say thank you all for joining us, and Darren, thank you for this wonderful experience. The food was excellent.
Thank
and
you.
They got a new customer because I am coming back. If this was this good, I want to see what else the other stuff tastes like. And look at this. We're in a patio. Right there is Hollywood Way, the boulevard, you know.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, shady. You know, we're in the shade. You got roses and plants all around us. So, anyways, that's it, guys. And I want to thank you for joining us on another episode of The Lunchbox. And join us next time in our new episode. We're going to be somewhere else, trying something else. We don't know. Until then, adios, amigos.
See you soon.
Keep grubbing. Keep watching boxing and UFC, man.